Number words and the human body. There are many possible ways to organize a number system for counting. A binary or base 2 number system uses only 2 different symbols to encode all numbers, which is very useful for modern computation. There are also plenty of uses for base 8 or octal systems, and base 16 or hexadecimal systems. Our number words reflect a base 10 or decimal system, but there's no reason we couldn't just as well have ended up with a different kind of system. Or is there? There are many kinds of number systems represented in the languages of the world, but by far the most common ones are quinary, base 5, decimal, base 10, and vigesimal, base 20. These systems are not all that mathematically elegant. It would be better to work with a duodecimal or base 12 system. 12 can be neatly divided by 2, 3, 4, and 6, leaving us with fewer fraction issues. So most cultures didn't settle on the systems they did because they're the best, but because of what we happen to have on hand. Our fingers, and in the case of base 20, our toes too. How do we know this? Sometimes the words themselves tell us. Many number words around the world are etymologically derived from words for hands, fingers, and toes. In various indigenous languages from South America to Africa to New Guinea, the words for 6 and 7 are basically hand plus 1, hand plus 2. 10 will be something like all hands or hand. 11 will be foot plus 1 or even big toe. 20 might be whole person, and 30 whole person plus the hands of another person. It can be harder to see the connection in English, but there are traces to be found when looking at the whole Indo-European language family, which includes a wide array of languages as varied as English, Sanskrit, Latin, Greek, Lithuanian, and Russian. The number words in these languages can be traced back to a single ancient source language, where the word for 5 was something close to penque. This became pancha in Sanskrit, quinque in Latin, penda in Greek, penke in Lithuanian, Piet in Russian, and fimf in the Germanic ancestor that became 5 in English. One of the meanings of that ancient penque was fist. Though the body references in counting often make their way into the language through hands and fingers, it doesn't necessarily result in a system based around 5s. The Oksapmin language of New Guinea has a base 27 system. Number words start at the thumb of one hand and then move around the top of the body, making 27 stops along the way. The word for 6 is wrist, 12 is ear, 14 is nose, 16 is ear on the other side. Just because our fingers are convenient for counting doesn't mean everyone will count on them in the same way. There have also been languages with a base 8 system using, instead of the fingers, the 4 spaces between the fingers. And the ancient Mesopotamians actually had a base 12 counting strategy by using the thumb of one hand to count off the 3 joints in each of the other fingers. If you count off each 12 with the fingers on the other hand, you get 5 times 12, or 60. 12s and 60s became the basis for the way we measure time, measure angles, and the locations on the globe where we live. Our biology may tend to lead us down certain well-worn paths, but it doesn't have to limit us.